Sun Valley. This is Marie's Kitchen and welcome. And today I am in a ranch called Red Star Ranch, and I'm gonna be here with Doug and Krista and their chicken and later on with their beef. And I just wanted to say welcome. I am very excited because I have this little chick in my hands and she's adorable. So let's go talk to Doug. This is family history right here. Can you explain to us?
Well, I'd be a fourth generation farmer. So my great grandpa would have came over and he would have started this farm here, and then his sons took over some of his farm and then passed it on to my dad and his brothers, and then right now I farm with my brother on the land that my dad had.
Doug, what do we farm here? We are in a field. Explain to us, what do you grow here?
So last year I had sugar beets in this field, and then following harvest I put in this cover crop of cereal rye, and I was able to then graze this cereal rye this spring with my cattle. I've taken them off, and then we will terminate this grass, and I'll come in and actually plant a field of edible beans, which will be the cash crop for the year. Yeah.
And how many acres do you and your brother own now here?
We farm about 1,000 acres.
1,000 acres. That's pretty impressive. Well, so now we talked a little bit about the Red Star Ranch right now, about the family. Now let's go check your chicken. I'm excited. Hi, we're back here with Krista, who's Doug's wife and partner in the farm.
Yes.
And we are with the chicken right now.
Yes.
So can you explain to us what's the chicken business is all about in the Red Star Farm Ranch?
So we do pastured chickens, and so we raise Cornish cross chickens. There's a couple back there.
There she is.
They're there. Anyway, so we raise them on the pasture here, and then we also supplement them with some feed that we grow here on our own farm.
Yeah, your husband Doug talked about it, and it's great because we know they don't have antibiotics.
No antibiotics, no hormones, none of that stuff.
Very
just
natural.
Bug-eating chickens.
Yeah. And can you tell me, Krista, I think you sell in the valley because, as you know, Sun Valley is in the Wood River Valley.
Yes.
So, and I think we can buy at Atkinson.
Yes, so we have our chickens at Atkinson's in Ketchum.
Yes.
And also at Atkinson's in Haley.
Okay.
So they're on the shelves there. And then also, if you order through Cray's Market Garden for home delivery, they're up on Cray's Market Garden for you guys to order there.
Wonderful. And then we were, I forgot to ask Doug earlier, but I will see him later again with the beef. Where did the Red Star Ranch name come from? So that was interesting to me.
So our farm is located along the Snake River Canyon, and just below where Doug grew up, there is a small waterfall, which is known as Cauldron Lynn to most people, but to the locals, it's known as Star Falls, or Star Falls. And so that's where the star comes from. And when we first started our livestock operation, we raised Red Ranger chickens and Red Devon cattle, and so we just stuck with the red. So that's where the red came from.
Well, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, so it's Red Star Ranch.
Krista, one last question. How long does it take from a chick to the market shelf?
So it takes us about 8 weeks. It's a little bit longer than the commercial chickens that you would find on the supermarket shelves, and that's because we really just let them be chickens and grow at their own pace. We don't add in the soy and the corn that really pushes them to grow faster than their bodies want to. So we kind of take it slow, and it takes us a little bit longer, but it makes a better chicken too.
Oh, I'm sure it does. And I'm pretty sure I had bought your chicken once because I shop at Atkinson. Yeah. So, well, now, Krista, I'm going to leave you until later in the kitchen, in my kitchen, and I have a rendezvous again with your husband, and we're going to go check some beef. Doug, how many different kind of cattle you have here, different kind of cows? Oh my gosh, they're noisy. Well, thank you guys. Thank you. Oh, they're like, okay, I'm leaving. But you have different colors, and I'm sure there is a reason for that.
So these are a smaller sized cattle than what you would normally see. They have, they aren't going to be as big when they're finished, so they're smaller so they can finish on a lower energy feed source, which is grass as opposed to a grain.
And how long are you, how old are they when they go to the
And
processing?
it takes 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
I have one more question for you, Doug, because, you know, we see a lot of black Angus everywhere. And what is the difference? Because here you have a different colors, a lot of different colors. There is a reason, or they just process, what is it?
Well, the meat qualities will be similar between all different kinds in here. Really what I need is an animal that has a smaller framed, smaller structured frame, something that doesn't require near as much energy to get the marbling.
Thank you, Doug, so much. And now I'm going to be in my kitchen with your wife, Krista, and she is going to teach me how to cook her favorite recipe. So see you in a bit. All right, now we're back in my kitchen, Krista. Thank you for being here after the field. Minus my boots.
Yes.
I took my boots off and my little vest. And we are gonna cook one of your beautiful chicken here. And so explain to me and to our viewers, what are we doing? Which kind of recipe?
We are going to do an herb spatchcock chicken today.
Ah, spatchcock.
Yeah.
I don't know what that word means.
So a spatchcock it's a specific cut that the men at your deli will know. But what they do is they take out the backbone out of the bird.
Wow.
And then they split open the breast. And what this allows you to do is it allows you to lay your bird flat to cook it.
My, that is
and so then it
beautiful.
Cooks
heavenly,
more
probably,
evenly,
yes,
more evenly and quickly.
faster.
Yeah, than you would do a regular roast chicken that wasn't split open.
Oh, wow. What about if somebody like me, I never had that cut before, cannot do that? Do they do it for you?
Yeah, so anytime you go to the deli, you can really ask the guys behind the counter to make a spatchcock chicken. They'll piece out a chicken for you. If you want to buy a whole chicken and have it cut into specific pieces, they will do all of that for you behind the counter. Always a great tip to do with the delis.
And I do know that because I shop at Atkinson, and I do know that Mike, if I told him, because they buy your chicken, right? Yeah. They will do it for you.
You just have to ask them to make a spatchcock chicken
there you
for
go.
you. Yeah, super easy.
All right. And this, Krista, we can put it right here. Yeah. And then let's go step by step. And if you want me to do anything, you let me know.
Okay. I'm going to first have you do the salt and pepper on the inside cavity.
Okay.
So that I don't have to wash my hands since they're full of
All right. That
chicken.
sounds good. You
So
tell me just salt and pepper a little bit.
Just to give it a little bit of seasoning on the inside.
Okay, this is sea salt.
Yes.
And then pepper.
And then a little bit of pepper.
All right. And again, a little bit everywhere in the body here. So beautiful. Look at that.
And then we're going to flip it back over. So if you want to work on chopping up the garlic for the herbed butter.
And we do have 2 cloves of garlic, correct?
Yes.
Yes. And I'm going to steal this chef knife and do it for you.
So with the herb butter, we're actually going to stuff it underneath the skin of the bird.
Okay.
So what you do is you just use your fingers and reach underneath and make yourself a little cavity to stuff the butter under here in a minute. So you just reach under there and you just make little pockets for it. So you do one over each breast. And then you're also going to want to do one for each of the thighs and legs. And I like to really reach down and get all the way down into that leg so you can push the butter all the way down.
Okay, I did chop your garlic. And if you want, do you want me to open the butter?
Yeah.
And put in that bowl because we're going to do the rubbing there, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
So we're going to do about half a cube of butter.
Okay, sounds great.
I'm not really great about measurements. So
no, that's okay. Me either. I'll go right in the middle.
Don't wash my hands real fast.
Yes, ma'am. So do you want this side?
Sure.
Sounds good. Not to me, it's about 2.5 tablespoons of butter. And I always say butter is better. So if there is a little bit more, there it goes.
Okay.
And then
so I'm going to move this chicken.
Yeah, and you can put it here. You can give it to me, whatever.
So into the butter, we are going to add, we're We add the garlic that she just diced up for us or minced for us. We're going to add herbs, and you can choose really any herb that you want. You can do
like,
parsley, oregano, thyme, tarragon. With a mixture, it's really whatever
suit you.
Yeah, whatever
and
suits
preference.
You. Yeah, preference.
Yep, that's cooking for you.
Yeah, we're going to put in just a little bit of lemon zest.
Okay.
You can put in a little bit of lemon juice, maybe a teaspoon or so. I typically don't. I typically just do.
Yeah, it's again whatever you feel like.
Right.
And it's about 2 teaspoons of zest.
Just a little bit. And then you just I just put in a little drizzle of olive oil. Too.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
Okay.
And so you're gonna...
Now we're gonna mash this together to get it all incorporated. While I do that, you could start on the vegetables that we'll go around. You
got it. And then we have 3 russet Idaho potato. Then we cut in cube.
Yeah.
Just wanted to show our viewer. So you want me to cut this and maybe take 1 or 2 leaves?
Yeah, just
like
clean
that?
up the leaves so they're pretty, and then I have them.
Okay.
For this recipe, really, I use whatever vegetables I have. It's nice because you can throw it in the oven and walk away. But if I had more time, like this time of year, you could put asparagus around the chicken while it roasts if you add it later so it didn't get overdone.
Right.
In the fall, you could do some butternut squash.
That's right.
Or acorn squash. So really the vegetables are your, vegetables and herbs are your choice.
And also if you really want to cook season, you just pick the vegetable they are in season.
Right.
And you just say it like the asparagus are really in season right now. And then I'm going to cut them in 2, correct?
Yep, just cut them in half.
You got it.
Okay, so now you take the chicken and we're going to you put 2/3 to 3/4, you split it up and stick it into your cavities. So I just take a spoonful and push it into
Oh, there you go. Nice. Very nice. Wow, so easy.
It is an easy. I like easy recipes.
Yeah, well, you know, our viewers like it too, and I am a fan of easy recipe and delicious too.
So after you have your butter in there, you just kind of massage it around to get it evenly distributed all underneath the skin there, so it has a chance to make it everywhere. And make sure it comes down into your legs.
Yeah. My gosh, look at that. That's so cute.
My boys love the legs. It's their favorite part.
Yeah, me too. If there is a bone, it's me. It's for me.
That's you, huh?
Yep.
It works out good because I prefer the breasts of my boys.
Yeah.
And
actually, my very favorite in a chicken, it's the wing.
The wings?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going to take the last little bit of butter. And you're just going to dot that over the top in pieces so it soaks in as it cooks. And it's also going to provide a little sauce for the vegetables that we're going to put around on it.
For sure.
Oh, it's kind of messy, but there's no way around not being messy when you do this part.
It's part of the fun in cooking, I think.
Okay, so I'm going to wash my hands. If you want to add the vegetables all the way around.
And no specific.
No specific, just throw them around.
Yes, ma'am. Put that. This is easy for 4 people.
It is.
Yeah. And that's just the perfect number for your family because you have 2 young boys, right?
Yes.
Riggins and Lucas.
Riggins and Lucas. And I like it that it's a simple recipe that ends up looking really, really fancy when you
and look at the colors.
Done with it.
Yeah, people who knows me, they know I love colors. There they are.
We did about 3 carrots that we cut up. 2, I don't know if we mentioned that already, but
no, I did not.
Carrots and Brussels sprouts. So now we just kind of drizzle the whole thing with some olive oil to get some oil on the vegetables.
And should I put a little bit of salt and pepper?
Yes, salt and pepper over everything too at the end, just to top it off to get that seasoning. They'll get some from the juices, but also just to add just a little bit more over all of it.
And then you can always recheck the seasoning in the middle of the cooking. And this is going to be, I always mention that we did preheat the oven at 425.
425, yes.
And it's going to go for 45 minutes. And again, it depends on your oven because sometimes it might be 40 minutes, might be an hour, and we'll see here. But
and this
we'll
is
go
for about a 4-pound chicken. So depending on the size of your chicken, if you had a bigger chicken or a smaller chicken, you'd probably want to adjust that too. And I always swear, check it with your thermometer just to make sure that you're good.
It's cooked because that's chicken.
And remember, when you pull it out, it's always going to raise in temperature about 5 degrees after you pull it out of the oven. So to make sure you have that nice juicy chicken, you want to make sure you're pulling it out at the right time.
Sounds good. Okay, Krista, I'm going to open the oven for you, and we're going to stick that little bird inside. All right, now we will see you in a bit for my favorite part, the tasting. Yay! Welcome back. Krista, it's time, and the viewers know that my favorite part of the cooking show is tasting.
It's the best part of cooking.
Yes, indeed. It's been 45 minutes, and we're going to take the birds out of the oven, and then we're going to plate, and then we're going to taste. You ready?
Yeah.
There. I'm doing the easy job.
You're doing the easy job. You're going to let me drop it on the floor.
I don't think it's going to happen. Here. Oh my gosh, look at that little bird. It's beautiful. Oh, wow. And it smells so delicious. It does smell delicious. Yes, it does. And I wanted to ask you, do you process the chicken?
Yeah. So my husband, Doug, we process on farm. Every week we do a small batch process and package them up ourselves. So.
And I know, and we're going to put that on the website, on the Ionson Valley website, Murray's Kitchen, your website, and all the information, they can find it. And here in the Valley, I know we can find them at Atkinson.
Yep.
Haley and Ketchum.
Haley and Ketchum, yep.
All right, well, let's cut this little bird.
What piece are you going to want?
Oh, I'm not going to be picky.
You're not going to be picky?
I think you can give me that because I love...
This is easy. I'm not a good carver. This is not what I have ever been.
No, I'm not a good carver either, so I'm sorry to give you that responsibility.
Yeah, no, it's just kind of one of those things that
my gosh, look at that.
Look how juicy that is.
Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And it's, oh my gosh. All right, well, this is
going to be... a small bite, is that okay?
It's just a taste.
Okay, let me get another one here for me.
Yes, ma'am.
I love this too because my boys are leg people, and so it's great that they can get their
But I do want...
You do want...
Well, this is for you or for me, whatever, but I would love to taste your potato,
I'm
the
gonna
carrot.
Take one of everything.
Yes, for sure.
Maybe. They're soft, they're tender.
Oh my
they're
gosh,
just perfect.
Okay, and there is, I'm from Belgium originally. Potatoes, it's like I'm in the right state because Idaho and Belgium, we get along when it comes to potatoes.
Potatoes are delicious. They are in a lot of our meals here in Idaho.
Oh yes, and in Belgium too, and I think Germany as well. So I'm going to share this with you.
Thank you.
And you know what I like to do? I have some rosemary.
Oh, yes.
Just in case to show our viewer, they know me. You can always have, it makes it, it's not a big deal, but it makes
it so pretty.
Isn't it pretty?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's dig in.
Let's dig in. I'm going to try the chicken first.
Yeah, I think so. I'm sorry. I should have gave you a knife.
Well, it's tender enough.
It is tender. It's like butter.
To just like cut into.
You know? Look at that. It just, you don't need a knife. Oh my.
Isn't it so
no
good?
secret. When you have quality, you taste it, period. But I have an eye on those Brussels sprouts.
I'm going for the Brussels sprouts too.
They taste like candy. The butter
and the juices from the chicken and everything really just make it an easy one-pan meal. It's so good.
I have to have a taste of the potato too. Yum. It's really good. And so easy to make too. Wow. I have to say, The quality of the chicken, the freshness, it's amazing. Absolutely unbelievable.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. But thank you for being in my kitchen and sharing your recipe with us. In the meantime, you know what I always say, cooking is love to me. Please share with your friends and family. And until next time, take care of each other. See you soon. Au revoir, Krista. That's bye-bye in French.
I can't say that. Bye-bye.